So after the events of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex Chapter 5, Jura, the main villain of the Shinju group, did establish that his main instinctual desire is to devour Naruto Uzumaki. And after hearing this, I was super confused considering that I thought they were going to leave Naruto for a little bit. Obviously, we do know that at the end of Boruto Part 1, he was sealed away by Kawaki into the Daikukonin dimension alongside with Hinata. That being said, I didn't expect a new villain to come along and want to target Naruto once again. Obviously, this is something that has been going on for the past 20 years with the events of original Naruto and Naruto Shippuden, with the Akatsuki and all these other villains trying to target Naruto, and even in the Boruto movie with Momoshiki trying to target Kurama. However, with the new Shinju enemies being established into the Boruto manga, Jura, the main villain of this group, wants to devour Naruto, but the question is, just how will he be able to do this? It's something that I really want to discuss in today's video, considering that he does not have the powers of Kawaki, and that is very important when it comes to getting close to somebody like Naruto, knowing that the way Naruto was put away and was written out of this story was by getting sealed into the Daikukonin dimension thanks to Kawaki's powers, because he has the Dharma Wheel Dojutsu. In the future flash forward scene we saw in page 1 of the Boruto manga, or in the first episode of the Boruto anime, let's not forget Kawaki did tell Boruto that he was going to send Boruto to the same place where he sent Naruto. Obviously, when it came to that discussion, a lot of people were theorizing that Naruto may have been potentially killed or sealed away, but now that we're in the time skip, we know that Naruto was sealed away. So when it comes to a character like Jura, do I actually think he's going to devour Naruto sometime between now and up until that point where Boruto and Kawaki do fight? The answer is no. I personally do not think so. However, will he come close? Of fucking course. He will definitely come close when it comes to something like this, because the power of these Shinju enemy types is crazy. Even though we haven't seen them fight yet in battle, we did see Boruto try to solo squad these villain types all at once. And even though we could say that, oh, Boruto wasn't at full power and that these characters, they weren't at full power either, the fact that someone like Boruto and even Kashin Koji had a lot of urgency when it comes to stopping these enemy types shows you that these characters are going to be a threat. And when it comes to overall power levels in this series, the villains that come along seem to get stronger and stronger and stronger. First it was Momoshiki and the Car Organization, and then Ishiki, obviously with Boruto and Kawaki, and now with these new Shinju enemy types, I'm pretty sure they're going to be a lot stronger than what some of the past films we've seen in Boruto Part 1. At the bare minimum, I expect these characters to be around Ishiki level, possibly way beyond that, considering that you can even argue that somebody like Boruto and Kawaki are up to that level. Boruto is absolutely cracked in the time skip. We've seen all the abilities that he has learned. So when it comes to these Shinju enemy types, specifically with Jura, who does seem like he is the leader and probably is the strongest character amongst all 4 of these new villains, this character is going to be absolutely insane. Now obviously at the end of chapter 5, we did see Boruto return to the Leaf Village, where he did greet Sarada and Sumire for the first time in 3 years. We're probably going to see how the Leaf Village is going to handle having Boruto back into the Leaf, especially with how Kawaki feels, considering that he wants to kill Boruto as one of his main goals. He wants to eliminate all of the Otsutsuki, starting with Boruto. So with Boruto being back into the village, this is going to pose as a massive problem. However, with the village having discussions that maybe they should give Boruto not really a second chance, but they should delay that gratification of trying to kill him, because they all think that he was the one who killed Naruto, they possibly could try to have Boruto on their side and work to stop these Shinju enemy types. And this will be important with somebody like Jura, who looked into his instinctual desire and wants to kill somebody like Naruto. Most likely he will try to target the Leaf Village and Kawaki as well, since at least through everybody's mind in the Leaf Village, he is the son of Naruto Uzumaki, even though it is Boruto in this scenario. And obviously for somebody like Jura to come remotely close to Naruto and try to devour him, to come close to his instinctual drive and his goal, he will have to find a way to get to that Daikukonin dimension. And the only character that we know that can get to Naruto right now is Kawaki, of course, with his ability to access that dimension thanks to his dojutsu. No other character in the series right now outside of Ishiki has access to that dojutsu. However, my biggest concern when it comes to somebody like Jura is the fact that he is learning. That's something that kind of scares me when it comes to these villains, because even though we don't know their true power level, and I do think they're going to be some of the strongest villains we have ever seen, possibly way stronger than somebody like Ishiki, what makes them the most dangerous isn't their overall power level, but the fact that they're going to learn how to get stronger stronger and possibly learn even more new abilities. We saw with some of these other Shinjus like Hidari, the Sasuke Shinju clone, where when he was battling Boruto, he did use Chidori. So assuming that whenever the clawgrams bite a person, they do take their abilities and also their physical form as well. Imagine these characters having access to more powerful ninjutsu, going to the Hidden Leaf Village, which is enriched with ninjutsu and a history behind what it means to being a shinobi. A character like Jura pulling up to the Leaf Village will be absolutely insane. He knows that he has to get close to Kawaki, and obviously when it comes to Kawaki's relationship with Naruto, there's not really many characters that come closer when it comes to Kawaki's bond with Naruto. Obviously Boruto has some type of way with Naruto because of course he is his son after all, but Kawaki looks at Naruto in a whole different light, and we all know that Kawaki is obsessed with Naruto, hence why he did seal him away from the future dangers such as with Jura for example. And that's where we're going to most likely get Jura versus Kawaki. I do see this battle happening very soon in the manga because in order for these characters to get close to their instinctual desires to devour, somebody like Naruto, somebody like Sarada, Konohamaru, and Eida, which were all the instinctual drives and goals that were established by the Shinjus in chapter 5. Most likely the Leaf Village is going to get invaded again, or Boruto and possibly Kawaki team up, go back to that dimension where the Ten Tails are chilling to get it back in blood. However, I do think that when it comes to Kawaki's relationship with Boruto, he is dead on. He's not gonna fuck around. He's not gonna delay that gratification of trying to kill Boruto. I personally think when it comes to Kawaki, he is too far gone. I don't think there's any way of reasoning when it comes to Kawaki where Boruto can just use the Talk no Jutsu on him. Naruto couldn't do it with him, and I don't think Boruto will be able to either. Not only that, Kawaki is viewed as the hero of the village, so everybody's gonna instantly side with Kawaki no matter what. So even if Boruto tries to team up with the village, I do see a scenario where Kawaki says fuck that, I'm gonna try to kill Boruto instead. So it's still very iffy if when it comes to them teaming up. However, when it comes to stopping these divine tree enemies, they're probably gonna have to team up in order to stop them. Obviously Kawaki's a little bit boneheaded when it comes to his goals. However, Boruto will do whatever it takes to stop these divine trees, and that means possibly even Kashin Koji coming into the mix, because when it comes to somebody like Jura, I don't think Kawaki will be able to stop him on his own. I'm gonna be real, even though Kawaki is still my favorite character in the entire series, I don't think it's going to be an easy matchup at all considering how these characters are talking. If you've read plenty of shonen manga before, when main villains are introduced, they don't go away for a while. They usually stick around for a bit. They make some very dangerous moves, and I think when it comes to Jura, I think he will find a way to get inside that Daikakuren dimension to possibly devour Naruto Uzumaki. Now, like I said before, do I think he's actually gonna do it? Hell no. I think he's gonna stay alive between now until when Boruto and Kawaki fight. But with that being said, I genuinely think Jura will find a way, possibly replicate Kawaki's dojutsu. I've heard some murmurs among the Boruto community, you guys saying in the comment section that maybe Jura is a physical embodiment to Kawaki. Obviously, he does somewhat look like Jiken/Ishiki, and I will eventually make a video talking about this when it comes to Kawaki and Jura's dynamic, because that is a possible case if Jura is thinking that he can devour Naruto. Obviously, he would have to know that Naruto isn't in the same dimension as everyone else. He's not on planet Earth right now, so he will have to get to that conclusion very soon. And obviously with other characters like the Bug Shinju, who can sense that somebody like Eida, who has the ability of the Senringan to view into other people's history, I imagine that Jura will understand that he will have to get to that dimension somehow, some way. And the biggest question is just how will he be able to do it? Because I'm gonna be real here, I just don't know. It's kind of weird because the only way I see this happening is if he somehow gets access to Kawaki's dojutsu. Obviously, when it comes to his original base form, he does have 2 Rinegans in his eyes, and that goes for the rest of the Shinju enemy. So with that being said, I don't think when it comes to his current power level, he's going to stay there, and possibly he's going to find ways to evolve, just like how Otsutsukis have that will to get stronger. Possibly this could be the way of the divine trees as well, even though it is their goal to devour Otsutsukis. When it comes to these villains specifically, the characters that they want to devour are actually non-Otsutsukis, meaning that eventually as they are getting close to that goal, which I'm gonna be real, I don't think they're gonna get to any of these targets. Possibly Eida could be packed up, but I don't see Sarada being devoured devoured. I don't see Naruto getting devoured. Most likely these characters will get close to these goals and eventually will reach new goals, because as they were introduced in chapter 4, all of these characters have self-awareness, meaning they're going to learn more as they get closer to the goals, and that's the scariest part. So let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. How do you think Jura will get to Naruto? Because that's the most important part when it comes to establishing his goal of devouring Naruto. And also, tell me, do you guys think he will actually devour Naruto in the end? I doubt it. I still think Kawaki and Boruto will find a way to protect Naruto from being killed off. So let me know how you guys feel about this video in the comment section below. So if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell as well, and have a good day. Peace.